What's up, Fun Collector fam? We're back here with a banger video. Today we're hunting crabs out of the beach. So here's our crab trap setup. We got them all baited up. Why don't you take a look? So here we have a ring net, and we just have some chicken on the bottom. So the crabs are gonna walk on. We're gonna drop this to the bottom. The crabs will walk onto the cage, and we're gonna pull them up as they're in the middle. And when the ring comes up, crabs are trapped inside. See that? And the second kind of trap we have here is this box cage. So here we have some bait hung on the top. Somewhere we'll drop the cage down to the bottom of the ocean, and the crabs will come in the doors to club crab trap. Feast on the meat, and when we pull it up, we'll have some delicious, yummy crabs. So that's the hope. Hopefully we'll get on some huge crabs. Who do we got out here today? We're out here with John, Michelle, Chris in the back. So let's see how many we can get on today. We'll see you guys in a bit. Nice. Drop it down. A bunch of them in here. Truth. There's one small. Dang it. Dudgy. Dang it. Here's the big cage. I don't know if any of them are keepers. Oh, here we go. Here we go. trip today. We didn't do too bad. We got about 7 Dungeness keepers. We actually caught a little bit more, but we had a little bit of a snafu. So we ended up with less than we had total, but not too bad. I'm gonna bring these home, I'm gonna cook them up, and we're gonna eat it. It's gonna be super delicious. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, everyone, so we're back in the Fun Collector kitchen. I'm gonna cook up some Dungeness Crab gold fried rice, and it's gonna be absolutely delicious. So I have the crabs chilling in the sink right now, and I'm gonna cook them in this pot of boiling water, salted, to get started. I'm gonna go ahead to my pot, almost boiling. Gonna throw some salt in there. Add some extra flavor. Since it's not being boiled in ocean water, it's good to have a little bit of salt in there. Once that comes to a full boil, I'm gonna throw the crabs in there. And it'll be about 15 minutes for them to cook up. Okay, so the water's at a pretty good boil now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and place each crab in the pot. Trying to get them as submerged as I can. And here we go. So that should be about 15 minutes, and I think it should be ready to go. Okay, and while I'm waiting for the crabs to cook, I'm just gonna cut up a little bit of garlic and ginger to get ready for the frying up of the rice. Throw that in this bowl here. Right, so we got the ginger and garlic ready to go. Now I'm gonna take out my egg. Okay, now in a bowl I'm gonna separate my egg yolk from the egg. I already separated one of them. So I'm gonna move this one as well from the egg whites. Trying to get as little white as possible, and also trying not to pop the egg yolk because you're gonna need it whole later. I got this recipe from Jimmy Ao Yang. He made a delicious gold fried rice dish, so I wanted to replicate it. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's pretty good. I will use the whites later, but the gold gives it a nice look for the rice and for presentation. All right, the crab is just about done, so I'm gonna turn it off and transfer it over to this bowl. Place it in there. Look how red that is. So I'm looking forward to the amount of meat that's inside. I'm sure they will have a good amount. They usually do, especially the joints. My favorite part of the crab. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and deshell the meat, and I'll bring you guys back when I start cooking the rice. So I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, I finished processing the crab, so here's what I got, and that's most of the 2 Dungeness crabs, and I'm also gonna put some Chinese sausage in as well. So I'm about ready to start cooking. First, I'm gonna throw some oil in the pan. That looks good, that looks good. Wait for the pan to get a little hot. Start cooking it up. All that oil around. All right, got our lovely ingredients we'll be using. I got a pot of rice. It's about 2 cups, maybe a little more. Cooked it earlier today, put it in the fridge for a few hours. So that's what I'm gonna be using. It's always best to use slightly old rice. And let's start by throwing the ginger and garlic in. Oh, lovely sound. Let that fry up a little bit. Okay, next I'm gonna throw the pot of rice in. The garlic burns, starting to a little bit. So now I'm just gonna break apart the rice. Now I'm gonna put some salt and pepper into it. Not too much. Sausage provides seasoning little bit of pepper. All right, looking nice. Looking pretty nice. Smelling pretty good. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of sesame oil in here. Just a little bit, not too much, but really adds an extra nice roast flavor into it. We're gonna add a tiny bit of soy sauce, less sodium soy sauce. So I'm just gonna add a little bit because I don't want the color to turn too dark. Again, we're making bold fried rice, so I'm just gonna do a little bit for taste, a tiny bit. Because I'm gonna add oyster sauce as well now. Now we'll add the oyster sauce, and you don't want to do too much, it's pretty strong. I'll probably just do a couple of dabs. Let's get a little color in here with the green onion. Now let's throw the yolk in to get that gold color to the rice. We'll put one in at a time. First one goes in. We'll mix that in nicely. Gold color with the rice. Alright, we'll throw that second one. Oh, it popped. Pop that second one. Not careful enough. But that's fine. Alright, so the color's looking pretty nice. We'll add the crab in now. Whole thing of crab. Mix that in nicely. This rice. Next thing we want to put in is some white wine. I'm going to pour a couple of spurts of white wine in here. For added flavor, turn up the heat. Drop the alcohol. Throw in the Chinese sausage. Mix that around. Lastly, we'll just cook the egg whites in one corner, one side of the pan, and mix it in. So we're gonna pour it in right here. Let that cook a little bit. This is before we mix it in. Let's go ahead and mix that in there. Oh, there gets some white there. This dish is looking almost done. And I think we're good. All right, everyone, so I got the dish completed. This is my gold crab fried rice. And I'm gonna dig right in. I'm gonna get a huge piece of crab with Chinese sausage right here. Take a look right there. That looks absolutely delicious. And I'll see how it tastes. So initial thoughts. The season on the rice is really good. It's not too salty. I didn't add too much salt. I'm always scared of adding too much salt because it's so easy just to overdo it. But I think with the amount of rice I had in the pot, this is like the perfect amount to add in. And along with the Chinese sausage and the crab, the first bite was amazing. This Chinese sausage balanced out the saltiness, and the crab added a nice sweet texture to the bite. So I'm gonna add one of my favorite sauces to this dish. It's gonna be the Laogama fried chili oil. I'm just gonna add a little bit because it's pretty strong, but extra spice in the dish is really nice for those that like spiciness. So I'm gonna take another bite of it with the chili oil and the fried pieces. I only found out about this, I think, the beginning of last year, and they have a few of them, so you guys should try them if you get a chance. That is delicious. I wish you guys can try this. But you guys saw how easy it is. You guys can make it on your own. Everything in this works so well together, and I'm gonna enjoy this really, really delicious meal. This is a nice way to finish off the day. After being out on the ocean today, going for crabs, having this be the last meal of the day, and having it be such a satisfying, delicious meal. Today was a very good day, and I'm glad you guys were able to come along on this journey today. And thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.